This is huge. Anthropic, the makers of Claude Code, just replaced human code viewers with AI. They just released this tweet about shipping automated security reviews in Claude Code with AI. Now, for years, everybody said that coding was the dream career. You can make lots of money, you could work from home. Everyone said learn to code, land a high-paying job, and you're set for life. Now, whether you did decide to learn to code or not, this applies to you because the opportunity to make money remotely, online, has changed forever. Now, as I said, this dream career, and I'm calling it a dream career because it almost felt like it was off the shelf or not even accessible to somebody like me. And so many people I know were pushing their kids to go down this path of learning how to code. It's no longer in demand. AI is not only writing the code, it's reviewing itself. So that's specifically what Claude is saying. Whenever you create a piece of code, they used to have humans checking the code and making sure that it worked. And they are no longer doing that. They're now using AI to quality check code because it works even better. And by reviewing itself, it is basically eliminating the need for human. So the very thing that made coding valuable, the most difficult part, is being erased by AI. Now here's where it gets even more crazy. Salesforce, which is one of the biggest tech companies on the planet, they just confirmed, this is earlier this month, another 4,000 jobs cut because their CEO said, I need less heads with AI. AI is allowing them to grow and not need to employ as many people. So the world is changing fast. And here's the truth. You do not need to be a coder to cash in and make money online and build a remote business. The winners right now aren't engineers or coders. They are people who know how to use AI tools, not the people that know how to build them. So instead of spending years grinding away at a skill that AI is replacing, you can start using AI tools that already exist today to solve real problems for businesses. And here's how. Businesses know that they are behind with AI. 2, they're ready to pay for somebody to help them catch up. And 3, you don't need to be a coder. You just need to know how to show them how AI helps. And over the last decade, I've been working with small businesses to help them with their online presence. And since AI has come out, I've been doing exactly that, helping them catch up. And over the last month, I want to share this with you to qualify myself. Over the last month, 15 days, 17 days in this month, so 2 weeks actually. This is my Square account. My little company is called Mina Marketing. This is my company that I have built to work with small businesses. And if I filter out to this month, you'll see that I've already generated $29,688. Now, full disclaimer here, I've been doing this for a very long time. So I'm a veteran. You probably won't be able to replicate a $30,000 2-week run rate if you're just getting started, which is why in this video, I'm going to walk you through one of my favorite ways to make money with AI, even if you don't have technical skills. And even if you've never coded a line in your life, I want to give you some valuable, actionable information so that you can start to get clients. Maybe if you were a coder or are a coder or someone who has thought about doing that in the past, you have a new opportunity, one that is what I am seeing and other people in my community, somewhat like the modern day gold rush. Now, real quick, before we get into all this, before I share with you some of my favorite tactics, if you like this topic of building an online business and getting AI-related subscription clients, then I'd like to do something special for you and offer you my 4-part AI fast track training where we spend even more time together giving you my tactics to get AI subscription clients that pay me monthly. I'm also going to give you a 30-day free trial to the best AI tool that I use to get clients and run my business. It's totally optional if you want it. And so just be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and not required, but always appreciated. If you know someone that you feel like should start generating some AI subscription-based clients online and remotely, then just share this video with them. And finally, just comment below. I'll send you the link to the direct fast track, the 4-part AI fast track training, the software, and the other bonuses that I share in this video. And I see a lot of people tuning in the live stream here. I see Hooligan, Pepito, King of Games 2000. What's up, man? Always appreciate you guys showing up live to my streams. So let's talk a little bit more about this. Some would call this a new season of the death of coding, perhaps, and maybe the birth of AI entrepreneurship. As I've mentioned, Anthropic just killed the manual code review. And so while everybody is out there kind of panicking, as I said, Salesforce just laid off another 4,000 people due to AI. Smart entrepreneurs are generating cash flow right now by helping businesses catch up to the AI revolution. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have friends and family members that have people that are software engineers. And in fact, my older brother is a software engineer. And he's fortunate enough to be generating a lot of cash flow from it because he learned how to be a software engineer in the military. Now, I have other friends who have children that they have kind of hoped to get into this track of a career path because, again, high cash flow, very lucrative, not a lot of people could do it. Nobody saw this coming, right? Coding being the safe career, AI just came in and it writes code better, faster, and it reviews it too, right? Now, I'm not saying that coding people that are engineers are going to disappear off the face of the planet. I do think there will always be a need for humans. But what I am saying is it is more competitive, it is more difficult, it is more saturated. If you're not in the top 1% of what you can do and what you're capable with, it might be a little difficult to get started. Now, what I'm sharing in this video is for anybody who maybe had thought about that path, or maybe you're just looking to build an online business. Let me move my little talking head out of the way here. Maybe you're just trying to generate some cash flow from home. The opportunity right now to do that is wide open. It's massive, especially because of the disruption that is happening for small businesses. Like I said, there are a lot of small businesses out there. They have a bit of AI guilt, where AI guilt is knowing about AI, knowing that there's this new technology and innovation out there, and not having the time, energy, resources, bandwidth, wherewithal to figure out how to integrate their business into this new revolution. And that's where you and I come in. That's where you and I get paid in the process of helping these outdated businesses adapt by installing AI-related processes, systems, or even just creating simple things using AI for them on their behalf. And so the old model is spending lots of time grinding through coding classes, getting a degree, or maybe if you were like me, you just had a regular 9-to-5. I used to be a mechanic. I spent a lot of time learning my craft. I had to go to the shop every single day, 9-to-5, get covered in grease. It was a lot of difficult work. Whereas today, my business is completely remote. My team's remote. Everything I do is from the computer. I can do it from anywhere in the world. The first 5 to 6 years of my career, I was traveling the world as a digital nomad for the most part. And I was able to solve problems for small businesses and generate real cash flow and build a real business. And just this year, we were actually recognized, my company, as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii. And the reason that we were able to be recognized as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii, and by the way, this has nothing to do with YouTube ad revenue or my software company or coaching or any of that stuff. This revenue that I share with you at Mina Marketing is 100% from working with small businesses. You can go ahead and look at our site if you want, and you'll see the unique selling proposition that we offer working with small businesses. And as I said, I've been doing this for a long time, But we did not see the kind of astronomical growth that we are seeing now, where we are ranked the second fastest growing company in Hawaii, until we started to adopt AI and integrate it not only into our business, but also help other small businesses get past that AI guilt, right? That's where we come in. These small businesses that don't understand how to use AI, we come in and we're able to help them. We're the on-ramp, we are the bridge for businesses that are stuck in the past. They will gladly pay to be brought in the future. And I see a lot of comments and feedback from people that come into my channel saying things like, why would a business pay us to do this when they can learn how to use ChatGPT and Gemini and Manus and these different tools themselves? And I understand why you think that. But if there's one thing that I can leave you with in this video, it's that you believe that. But there are so many businesses out there who that does not apply to. Business owners are busy running their business. The average heating and ventilation HVAC company is busy out there doing jobs, installations, diagnostic, putting out fires. They're not out there doing what you're doing right now, learning about AI, how to use these tools. They will gladly pay somebody who is an expert. It's just like, for example, if I want to get a fence, an electronic gate, this is something that I'm building right now on one of my rental properties. I'm not an expert at building electronic gates or building, concrete rock walls. I'm going to pay somebody who is good at doing that, who's been doing it for years, to come do that for me. I'm willing to part ways with some of my capital, some of my cash, to have somebody else do this. It's the same concept with AI. But the awesome and beautiful thing about AI right now is it's changing so fast. So many tools, so many things are coming out, and they are impacting so many markets and processes and ways that we used to do things every single day, that who knows where we will be tomorrow? Who knows how a specific tool or a new change will impact something that we are doing right now in a way that we've never seen before, for it to be better, faster, stronger, more profitable. And again, this is where everyday normal people like you and I, who are spending a little time online researching AI right now, come in and get to be that bridge. And again, I want to stress that you do not have to code to learn how to know how to do this. If you know how to code and you are a technical person, then great. You have some experience, you can speak the language. But the main process for this, you guys, is just learning how to find businesses that have problems and match them with AI solutions. It's essentially consulting. It's not programming. And as I said, you do not need technical skills. You just need business sense and the ability to connect the dots. And you know how you get business sense? You just start doing business. As I said, I used to be a mechanic. I had no business sense. But how did I get it? Man, I found a business, and I'm going to give you this method in this video. I found a business that had a problem, and I offered to give them a solution. I didn't really know how to do the solution yet, but I was willing to find out. And so I found my first prospect, my first would-be client. I offered to do something for a fee. I got the money. I then did the research to find out. So if you're brand new, you can look at this business model in that way of, I could be getting paid to learn how to use AI right now. Find clients, get paid, do the research, offer a product. And a lot of smart business owners are actually willing to hire people that are just getting started because they are looking to make their mark. They know that a person who is brand new at doing something for them is willing to spend even more time than somebody who's been doing this for a long time, who might be more protective of every single minute of every single hour of their time. Whereas somebody who is brand new will go to, past Mordor to go out there and make sure that the finished product that they have is so good that this person will leave them their very first good review. And so as a business owner myself, as an investor myself, I'm always looking for those people that are willing to make their mark, to start their business, to create a good finished product. And so don't let some of these limiting beliefs hold you back from getting started. Okay? And I hope that I did a good job here of really setting the stage of opportunity and where you can start to consider how big this opportunity is. And so what I want to do now is I want to give you a method that you can use to get your first client. And before I do that, I should share with you that the business model for us is to sell subscriptions. So anything that we can sell on monthly, ongoing subscriptions. So for example, in my company, we sell a few things. We sell Google advertising. We sell AI software, software that will do things on autopilot, on automation. We sell Google ads. We sell websites. We sell search engine optimization. This is the process of getting people to show up higher in Google for their keywords. All of these things, even websites, if you saw my last video about renting websites, you can sell on monthly retainer. Meaning most of our clients pay us anywhere from $1,000 per month to $15,000 per month. And so they pay us this month and it's automatically billed each and every month. So, come October 1st, we're going to have all of those bills come in automatically. Our company saves a payment method on file, and having this regular influx of cash flow that is predictable each month allows us to really start to grow a business. And this is where it becomes so much more lucrative than if you have to sell your time for money. If you have to be somewhere 9 to 5 to make your 40 hours a week, you're tied. You're tied to your time, to your money. Whereas if you can sell subscription-based services, that is where you start to separate your time from money, because that money is always coming in, and you can use software, you can use other people to help you deliver that work each and every month. Now, what I like to do to get clients, to find businesses that have outdated presences online, I will do what I call a foot in the door strategy. I will do something that is unique to get my foot in the door, to get the attention with a small business who has a problem that I can solve. And sometimes I will get my foot in the door by giving away something for free or offering something at a very special price so that I can start the relationship with these business owners. Because for most people that have ever tried to get a client online before, you may have experienced that the most difficult part is exactly that, finding a client. Let me know in the comments if you've ever struggled with getting a client before. The way that you overcome that, and this is especially true for people that are brand new, that don't have a portfolio or a bunch of good reviews, a bunch of things that create more trust for your potential customer. The reason that it becomes more difficult for somebody who is brand new and they don't have those trust signals out there, the way you overcome that is you create a foot in the door strategy, a unique offer, something that might be irresistible to the point where it is very difficult for the business owner to say no. And so in this video, I'm going to give you an example of a good one that is easy to understand and very simple, and is usually a good starting point to start to sell something on monthly retainer. So let's kind of get into that and let's talk about that a little bit. Now, we all can agree that every business needs a website for the most part. And in my last video, I talked about renting a website for $150 a month to $200 a month. That's not what this is. I'm talking about a method that I call the already done method. And it works really well because what you are doing is you are finding someone that has a problem that is somewhat problem aware, somewhat solution aware, and you get to come in and present them with an offer to get your foot in the door for a very low or non-existent price so that you can sell them some subscription-based services on the back end. So the already done method works really well because, number one, you're finding people that have an issue and the solution you're giving them is already done. It's ready to go. There's no risk. They don't have to wait. They don't have to pay you a huge sum of money to get started. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for businesses that do not have a website. And actually, I have a slide here. Where did I put this slide? Of how many businesses, I'll just look it up with you. How many businesses in the US do not have a website? It's a staggering number. 27% of businesses in the US do not have a website. So for those of you that are experienced coders that came in because of the topic of this video, and you think that everybody out there should already have a website, there's a huge number. And I did the math, and I think there's close to 30 million businesses in the US. So that the math came out to somewhere around 9 million businesses. Let me full screen here. 9 million businesses that still do not have a website. Now again, the goal here is not to just have, start a web design company. The great thing about a website is once you have a website set up for somebody, the next logical step is to get more traffic, more visitors, more customers to that website. And this is all stuff that we talk about in the 4-part AI fast track training, by the way. If you want more information on the residual recurring stuff that we sell once we get the first client using the method I'm going to share with you in this video, make sure to comment below so I can send you that 4-part AI fast track training where we give you, I think, 5 of our money magnets. These are additional things that you can sell a monthly retainer, AI related, of course, to these outdated businesses. And so back to my stat here, 27% of businesses do not have a website. And I'm going to show you how to find businesses that do not have a website. And I'm going to show you how to get a website set up for them using an AI software tool that allows us to set up a website in almost any industry without being a coder or a technical expert. So let's jump into it. The easiest place is to just go to Google, right? If you go to Google and you type in any industry that you want, I recommend that you go somewhere close to you, near wherever you're located, because that actually gives you a little more credibility because you can speak the language and you can say, hey, my name's Nick, I'm from Maui. I see you're also from Maui. I help businesses in our area. If you have no credibility, that can help hack your credibility as well. So, if you wanted to, let's see, surf lessons. Let's just say Hawaii, all of Hawaii, right? I'm in Hawaii. And I go to the map section. This is important. The map is where businesses will put a pin on their map, right? And so if you do not have let's see, surf lessons. Let's go here. Surf lessons Honolulu. Let's start over here. These little pins represent businesses. Now, if you have a pin on Google's map, then people can find you when they're searching for surf lessons. Now, the nice thing about, go to the map section. The nice thing about this feature is it will tell you which businesses have a Google business listing but do not have a website. All you have to do is click through, and Google actually just changed their little layout here, which is nice. So you can scroll down and you can see this guy has a website. You can see all of their information, right? Their name, their address, their phone number, their hours of operation, and then you scroll down, you can see their website. What I like to do is scroll down. Usually the businesses at the top, they already have some traction. They're already doing pretty good, right? But usually what I try to do is go down the page and I look for businesses that don't have the website. So Pro Surf School Hawaii has a website, Soul Surfing, Surf Camp, Island Feel. It's a weird name, a weird way to spell that. And also, pro tip, the other thing you can do if you want to shortcut your success is you can go to a tool like Manus and you can give it this prompt. And I'm giving you this prompt. I need a list of businesses that have a verified Google business profile but no functional website for each business. Please gather their name, address, phone, or email. Use Google Maps, Google Business Profile, Yelp, or local directories. And you can see Manus AI gave me Chamber of Commerce isn't going to be a good one, but Elite Auto Repair Maui, that's a good one. Lahaina Auto Repair, Braised Food Truck, So by the way, if you comment, I'm going to be giving you this prompt in this prompt document here. Actually, I'm giving you all of my bonuses from all of my latest videos here in this document in the 4-part AI fast track training, but you're also going to get this prompt. And if you're using Manus and you want to use Manus, Manus is a paid tool. I think they have like a $30 a month plan, but they also have a free plan where you can get 1 search per day free using Manus. And they also have ways that you can generate more credits for free if you're on a budget by reviewing that response they gave you. You can share it with a friend. You can generate more credits that way. You can also use lead prompts in tools like ChatGPT or Gemini to do all of the normal manual research that I shared with you. I actually don't like the surf lessons industry. It seems to be like a lot of people have websites there, and that's okay. The idea with this is don't get caught up and don't get stuck. If you don't find what you're looking for, just move on. Another way to do this is home services are a great industry. We sell a lot to home services too. So what I recommend you do, again, just plug it in and do the research, go down until you find a business that doesn't have a website. So what do you do when you find a business that doesn't have a website? So here's where the already done method works really well. What you're going to do is you're going to go to this tool. It's called Go High Level. I'm actually wearing the shirt right now, High Level. And this is the tool that I give you 30 days free in the 4-part AI fast track training. So again, if you're on a budget and you want to just follow along and try to land your first client, you can take me up in the 4-part fast track training and you get 30 days of this tool. And that's plenty enough time to follow along, find businesses that don't have a website, and then use their tool here to create a website, a no coding type website, and you can liquidate it to them. And I'm going to give you my method on how we do that so you can get your first client. And so just to give you a little summary of what High Level is like my Swiss Army knife of tools that I use to get clients and run my business online. And you'll see that it's called Mina Marketing from the view that I'm sharing with you. And that's because High Level allows you to rename their tool to your own company. So if you don't have a business yet, you just leave it the name High Level. You don't rebrand it. But if you do have a business name, you might want to put your branding there because now it looks like you built this tool. You own this tool. And so when you show it to your clients, when you resell all of these different things you can see on the left side here, you can resell email marketing, Google review getting, AI agents, conversation agents, chat bots, websites, funnels. It's a CRM, it's a database. There's so many things that you can sell, which I'm not going to go through in this video, but if you rebrand it to your own name, it looks more professional. And these plaques on my wall here, the one on the left is for selling over 500 instances of these accounts to people. So this tool is very valuable. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to head over to the website section. And you'll see that they have thousands of templates that you can use to get started. So before I create my first website in just a few clicks, I want to recap. What you want to do is find a business that doesn't have a website. And then I'm going to give you an email template that you can use to outreach to that business with an irresistible offer. But before you do that, you'll want to create a website for them in just a few clicks that will go with your email. And because if you already create this website, the email works a lot better because the website's already done. So you find people that don't have a website, you build a website. Nobody knows that it takes just a few clicks with AI and this tool. And then when you send them that email, they're going to either say, they're going to agree to pay you a little bit of money or maybe take it on for free. You give it to them for free. But then you have the opportunity. Now you have a client. Now you have somebody that's going to talk to you. Now you're going to have somebody that's going to talk to you that's willing to, that you can now nurture the relationship with and sell these other things to that are in High Level or the services that we offer in the AI fast track training. Somebody says thousands of templates that they charge for the use of no, that's not accurate. You get all of these templates included with your membership. So you get all of these templates in the 30 days free that I'm giving you in the trial. So automotive, beauty and fashion, business and coaching, creative, home services, and great looking websites. This is a plumbing and maintenance website. I mean, if you're a developer, like this is a very, very professional, beautiful looking site. And so if I wanted, like, let's say I found a plumber who didn't have a website and I wanted to use this already done method, then I just hit choose template and it'll be created. Phil, I'm not sure what you're seeing there, but I would double check that because that's not accurate. And so you'll see that this is created almost instantly. And I didn't have to write a single line of code, right? And you can see it here. And there's also, it's already live. It's already live on a domain. You can see it here at the top. So you can share this with your email. And now what I recommend you do is you actually spend a little time updating this so that when you send this over to the business, it's a little personalized for them. If they go to this website and they see that their name is already here, they're going to feel like this is their website. So that's going to allow you to have much better results than people who just send thousands of emails to the same people. I believe in a much more unique and targeted and high quality email prospecting method. And that's how people in my community get results a lot better than people that just try to do the lazy way, which is thousands of emails to the same emails to the same people. So once you get this thing, spend a little time, use ChatGPT, use AI to actually customize this a little bit. It can take you 10 minutes, okay? And what you're gonna do then is you're gonna use this email template that says, subject line, I built this website for a roofer or whatever industry you're in. I'm letting it go for $1,000 or $500 or $100. You might even say that you're giving it to them for free. And here's where it gets interesting. You say, hey, Tim, I was checking out roofing companies in whatever area. Notice you don't have a website. I get it. You're busy running your business. Building a website from scratch is a hassle, not to mention expensive. Now, this is marketing in this email, right? Because again, business owners know that having a website is important. The reason they don't have it is probably because it's costly. They don't know how to get one. Here's the deal. I recently built a professional roofing website. You don't have to add this part for a client. You can just say, built the website. Normally, I sell these for $3,000, but since it's already done, I'm just looking to liquidate it for $1,000, one time, no hidden fees. And you can adjust your pricing here. You can say $500, you can say $200. If you're really just trying to get people to get in with you so you can provide value and then sell them more things, you might even say for free. It's designed to bring in leads, looks great on mobile, and I can have it running up for you in 48 hours or less. Here's a link to the site. Hope you like it. Let me know what you think. If you wanted to add some urgency to it, you could say, I sent this to 3 other people. The first one that responds gets it. That gives them a little urgency. And it's that simple, right? When you get somebody that says yes, you can even send an invoice directly through High Level. High Level allows you to set up payments using Stripe, but you could also have them pay you through Square or PayPal, or I mean, back in the day when I was getting started, I collected a lot of checks, and I know people do still collect checks in that process. And if you ever run into issues or questions with High Level, you can go to Go High Level Support, just Google it, and they have a wonderful support portal with how-to walkthrough videos on how to do everything, like setting up a domain to your new site for your client, how to give them access, and so on and so forth. And so it's pretty straightforward, right? I've shown you how to find businesses that have a problem, how you can offer to give them a solution, and how you can get paid a little bit, get your foot in the door in the process. And if you want to sell them some additional things, some monthly subscription type services, then join the 4-part AI fast track training. Comment below. It's free. I'm going to give you all my bonuses, this document with the prompt, 30 days free to High Level, and you can join the community right now as well, which is totally free. Just go to offlinesharks.com/Facebook. And I've got a community here of almost 23,200 members of other AI marketing agency people that are out there getting clients. Look, Greg Blackwood just signed 3 clients for $998. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be able to replicate exactly what Greg has done without doing anything. You need to take action. But if you're somebody who is really just looking for some support and some community, this group is free. You can always come here and just search this hashtag win, and you'll see other people in the community that are following along in these methods and tactics that I share. I've got lots of other foot in the door strategies to get clients and close deals. This is EG Buzz, just closed a $125 payment, training in Go High Level now. I share wins, regular wins that are coming through the company, and just come in here and you can gain some confidence and you can ask some questions whether you join the 4-part AI fast track training or not. But I don't see why you wouldn't, because it's free and there's a ton of value in there. We give you our best stuff. And so with that, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below. I'll send you the